I've been caught, people. I've been caught by Amazon for doing review swapping, and I'm going to get a sentence of 20 years in one of the worst prisons in Mexico. I'm not sure what is going to happen there, and it's better for me to not think about it. Actually, I'm joking with you. Nothing has happened to me when it comes to review swapping, but in this video, I'm going to talk about review swapping because I noticed along my YouTube videos related to Kindle, people have a lot of questions related to this, and in this video, I'm going to reply to them. For example, what exactly is review swapping? If your reviews will get deleted, if you will get banned by Amazon, because I know that so many people worry about this, and that's exactly what I'm going to reply in this video. This is going to be an awesome video. Stay there and let's get started. Hi there, this is General XO, and if you still haven't liked and subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure to do that. You can go right below so you can click on that button that says subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you can receive my awesome videos where I share with you plenty of tips related to Kindle publishing and also online marketing. Anyway, let's talk about review swapping. That is exactly what I'm going to talk about now. So what exactly is review swapping? Often, this is not a question that people commonly ask along my YouTube videos. They don't go to my YouTube videos and ask, what is review swapping? But I noticed that along the several comments that people leave, people don't really have a good understanding about what is review swapping. So in this video, I'm going to explain that first. So what exactly is review swapping? Okay. Let's say that you are a publisher. You got your book written by a ghost company or whoever, probably you even wrote your own book, and now you want to get reviews for your book. It is important for you to get reviews for your book. It is important because it helps your book sell better inside of Amazon. Just imagine if you went to a book and that book had 0 reviews. It is very unlikely that you would purchase that book when you have other books that have 20, 30 reviews and have like a 4.5 star rating. If you can choose, you certainly will choose the one that has a better rating compared to your book that doesn't have any kind of reviews. So reviews is extremely important if you want to sell your book better inside of Amazon. Now, the problem about getting reviews is most people don't leave reviews on your book. They get your book, and often most people read about 10% of your book. They leave your book and they never ever go back and read your book again. That is what happens in most of the cases. A lot of people often don't get to the end of your book. By this I mean that all of those people, which is a huge percentage of people that actually get your book, won't ever leave a review. And the people that actually get to the end of your book, which is already a small percentage of people, very few of them will actually go back to Amazon and leave a review on your book organically. Most people don't do anything on their own free will. So you still need to get reviews on your book if you want to sell your book better inside of Amazon. And by selling your book better inside of Amazon, it will also rank better inside of Amazon. So whenever someone searches for a specific search term that you have in your book that you're trying to rank for, that person is able to find your book in the front page of results, easily see it, and easily purchase it. Now, for that to happen, you need to have reviews. And if you don't have reviews, very unlikely your book will rank in the front page of results, and very unlikely people will purchase your book. But you need to get reviews. So for that, you need to have a system in place. Review swapping consists on you getting basically fake reviews. I know that a lot of people don't like this idea. They don't consider it a legit way for them to get reviews. But honestly, if you want to make money with Amazon, with your Kindle business, you need to get reviews. And it is very unlikely that you will get organic reviews. Some people claim that they can actually build an email listing, and they build a huge email listing. They send messages to the subscribers that they have inside of their listing and asking for reviews on their book. And still, that is something that Amazon doesn't allow you to do because that is considered soliciting reviews, which goes against their rules. And also at the same time, building an email list is something that is very time consuming. It's hard for you to do. You need to learn skills beyond of just being a publisher. For example, you need to learn how to build a small squeeze page, how you can set in place a sequence of messages to send to your subscribers. There's a lot of work involved in building an email listing. So anyone out there who says that building an email list is simple, that you can do that so you can get organic reviews, is full of crap. So the easiest way is really by doing the review swapping process. It's the process that I use, and this consists on the following things. So let's say that you have a book, and let's say that this is your book, even though you're not Tony Robbins, I know that. But let's say that this is your book. Okay, this is the book that you published inside of Amazon. What happens is you go to a website, commonly inside of Upwork, where you hire a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant is basically someone who works for you, and that person can do review swapping, but also you can hire a virtual assistant for other tasks. And normally these are tasks that you simply don't want to do personally because often they are very monotonous, boring, and the review swapping is indeed very boring. I did it in the beginning because I didn't have much money, and it is a very boring task that I just prefer to outsource it. So what happens is you hire someone inside of Upwork and you tell that person, look, I want you to get 40 reviews. And later on, don't worry, because later on I'm going to do a more specific video where I explain how you can hire someone inside of Upwork. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about this. So you hire that person, you tell that person, look, I want you to get 40 reviews. I want you to get, for example, 20 reviews when my book is set at 0.99, which initially should be during 1 week or so. And I want you to get more 20 reviews when my book goes on a free promotion. If you don't know, there's once you enroll your book in the KDP program, you get a 5-day free promotion, which people can upload your book completely free and so on. And you can get use those 5 days to get even more reviews. So basically tell that person to do that, and that person goes out there and does that. The way that usually they do it, because I don't know exactly the process that they use, it might be a bit different, but that person tries to find another virtual assistant that also needs to get reviews on his or her book. So what happens is your virtual assistant gives this book to that other virtual assistant, and that other virtual assistant gives his book to your virtual assistant. What happens is each one of them purchase that book, and then they leave a review on one of those books. So there's an exchange when it comes to reviews. One virtual assistant leaves a review on your book, your virtual assistant leaves a review on that other virtual assistant book. I guess I'm getting things, I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. So basically you have two books and reviews are being exchanged from each virtual assistant that are trying to get reviews on their own book. Normally this happens through Facebook. I don't know how exactly they do it. Probably they have like a listing of buddies that are looking for review swapping, and they exchange reviews between each other. So basically what happens is you're getting fake reviews. Now, this doesn't mean that your book is complete crap. I think it was a few months ago, someone left a comment saying, so if I get reviews, my book will rank well, and my content inside of my book can be a complete piece of crap. No, that is not the case. You want to have high quality content inside of your book, but you need to still get reviews in order for you to be able to sell your book. Otherwise, people simply won't be able to find your book inside of Amazon and purchase it. So this is extremely important. You need to get reviews, and basically this is how the review swapping process happens. So I already explained why you should get reviews. You need to get reviews if you want to better sell your book inside of Amazon. Also, getting reviews organically is very, very rare. It simply doesn't happen. Only if you are an extremely famous author such as Tony Robbins. I mean, whenever Tony Robbins publishes a book, he immediately gets millions and millions of sales. So it is natural, even a small percentage of those people, to leave organic reviews inside of his book. Now, as a publisher, most likely you will be publishing books with a pen name, so nobody knows who you are, nobody ever heard about you. You don't have a Facebook fan page with thousands of followers, nor a huge YouTube channel, so still you need to get reviews some way. So the review swapping process is completely the easiest way possible for you to be able to do this. Now, will your account get banned by Amazon? Well, this is a common question that people ask, and people worry way too much about this. Honestly, I still belong to the Facebook group of Self-Publishing Revolution, because if you don't know, that it was a course that I was promoting a month ago or so on, but that course has closed. And once you join that course, you would get access to the private group belonging to that course inside of Facebook. So I have met a lot of different publishers, and nobody has ever been banned by doing review swapping. If you are doing stuff in the right way, which is basically outsourcing to someone else, and you're not personally doing the review swapping process, then it's extremely hard for Amazon to actually track and see that you're doing this process and ban you. Now, I'm not saying that there hasn't been cases of people getting banned, but personally, I don't know of anyone who has got banned by doing review swapping if they are doing things the right way, which is outsourcing to someone else. You don't want to do this process yourself, because it's really risky, because you will be doing the review swapping process probably with your personal Amazon account. I mean, they can possibly track your IP address, so it's something that you simply don't want to do yourself. So when it comes to people getting banned, I don't know any publisher getting banned. Now, the people who actually do the review swapping process, the virtual assistants, it is often the case that they actually get banned by Amazon. Okay, this actually happens. What I've noticed over the year that I've been doing publishing is that there are specific months where Amazon simply goes out there and they just start deleting everyone's reviews. They simply go crazy during a whole month. They start deleting a bunch of reviews. They start banning virtual assistants. I'm not talking about publishers. I'm talking about the guys that actually do the review swapping. Their accounts get flagged. Their accounts get banned, because often they also have multiple Amazon accounts, and those are the people that actually get flagged. Now, publishers, it's simply not the case. And the fact is, this is the other question, will your reviews actually get deleted by Amazon? Yes, your reviews will get deleted by Amazon, especially during those months where Amazon simply goes out there and they simply start deleting everyone's reviews. I'm talking about organic reviews. I'm talking about fake reviews. Everyone get their reviews deleted during that specific month. This is something that happens, and I noticed that usually twice a year they do this for a full month, that they simply go out there and delete everything. And if you actually go to Amazon forum, you will notice that you have everyone complaining about their reviews getting deleted. It's not because they actually got fake reviews or organic reviews. Everyone gets their reviews deleted. Now, I'm not saying that by getting fake reviews that they won't get more deleted than others. I'm not certain about that. What I'm saying is Amazon deletes everyone's reviews. It doesn't distinguish either if it's organic, if it's fake. They simply don't distinguish that. They simply delete from everyone. Now, my assumption and the reason why I think they do this is I don't think they actually want to kind of scare off completely the people who are selling inside of their platform, because you always have to remember Amazon is a business. They are running a business, and businesses want to make money. So the people who actually make money for them is their sellers, and they certainly don't want to simply vanish all of their sellers from their platform. They of course want to have sellers selling books and other items inside of their platform. And when it comes to review swapping, we are not just talking about books. Basically everyone is doing it. Basically everyone is doing it with other items. It can be anything else. It can be physical items, other types of items. People do review swapping to get reviews on their items. So if Amazon just went out there and started banning everyone, I mean, they would lose a lot of money. And in my mind, the reason why they actually do this about twice or once a month is because they want to show to their customers that they actually are doing something to stop the fake reviews inside of their platform, so their customers will actually trust more in purchasing items inside of Amazon. So I think this is the main reason why they do this, okay? This is just an assumption. I don't know exactly what goes behind the scene when it comes to Amazon. This is just an assumption that I have. The other question is, should you hire multiple VAs to get the reviews for you? Well, when it comes to this, for each VA, I give 2 books, okay? I give 2 books for each VA. As they say, you shouldn't put all of your eggs in the same basket, and that is the main reason. I mean, if one VA is just, imagine giving like 4 books to one VA, and the guy simply screws up the whole process. I mean, it really screws up immediately 4 books that you publish inside of Amazon. And you should always be a bit cautious about this. Don't give all of your books to the same VA. The other thing is, when it comes to the beginning, when you first hire a VA, you should always be cautious about the person who you hire. I mean, when it comes to the first time that I'm actually working with a VA, I only give them 1 book, because if they actually screw up that book, it's just 1 book, and they don't immediately screw up 2 or 3 books. And believe me, when you are starting out, one of the most important things is for you to actually get a reliable VA. You simply don't want to get a VA, because this happened. My first VA that I had when I started publishing, that guy was a complete piece of shit. I'm sorry to say that, but the guy was the worst VA that I ever got. I mean, I hired him, and his job was to get 40 reviews for my book. After he got like 20 reviews, he gave me a spreadsheet with the exchanges that he actually did when it came to the review swapping with the people who he actually did the review swapping. He gave me a spreadsheet showing me that he actually had got all of those 40 reviews. And I told him, well, I'm not going to pay you 40 reviews because I only see over here 20 reviews and you haven't completed your job. Then he started complaining that, or he started telling me that he needed the money because he had a family member that was extremely sick and he needed to get the money and so on. And I told him, well, I'm just going to pay you the 20 reviews that you got and so on. And I closed the deal with him. And then what happened was he actually gave me a negative review inside of Upwork, saying bad about me, that I was the worst guy ever, the worst boss ever, and so on. And what happened next was I basically, he also started threatening me that he would remove all of the reviews that I had in my book and so on. And after like a week or so, my book basically didn't have any kind of reviews. So that is the reason why when you first hire a VA, you need to be extremely cautious and only give him 1 book at a time. So if he screws 1 book, at least it's just 1 book. And if it's really bad, you can always republish 1 book and get another VA to do the reviews for you. When it comes to the amount of money that I actually pay for reviews, I pay about $1.05, $1.50 for each reviews. Some people say they can get reviews cheaper for just $1, but I mean, $1 is really cheap, and probably the person who you will hire for just $1 for each review is someone that is not really reliable. I prefer to pay a bit more so I can get someone that is more reliable getting the reviews for my book. So I pay $1.5 for each review, and normally I get about, depends on the keyword that I'm trying to rank for. Normally I get about 40, 50 reviews for each book, sometimes 30 reviews. That is about the amount of reviews that I get for each book. Okay, so I replied to all the several questions that people normally leave along my Kindle publishing videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you still haven't liked this awesome video, please do it. Just go right below. And if you have any question related to review swapping, probably something that you have a bit doubt about, just leave it on the comment section. I'll try to reply to you as soon as possible. This is all for this video. Stay tuned with Jordan Alexo, and bye.